right, good afternoon and welcome to J.H. Satcher Field here at USC Aiken. Rubber match of a three-game Peach Belt Conference Series softball series. USC Aiken hosting USC Beaufort. This is Lakin Phillips in the circle for USC Aiken. USC Beaufort going to go ahead and get things started with Jaden Goodwin here batting leadoff. She will look at strike one. Pacers picked up a sweep yesterday in this delayed start to the series after some inclement weather on Saturday. 4-1 and 9-0 were the two victories yesterday. Quickly 0-2 ahead for Lakin Phillips. Goodwin showing bunt here with two strikes. Fouls that one off into the parking lot. Phillips had an abbreviated outing yesterday in the afternoon game as the Pacers were able to finish that one off in 5 innings. So she was able to get out of there with 103 pitches. Again, the 0-2. That one shot over into left field. And that one is going to get down. That one just over the head of Jenna DeWalt. It'll be a leadoff double for Jaden Goodwin. Stepping in now, the two batter, the left fielder, Saria Simmons. As quickly, the Sand Sharks will work with a runner in scoring position. Shows bunt. It'll be a strike, just caught the outside corner there. Simmons gets the bunt down. Throw will not come over in time. A good stretch there by Taylor Butts to try and get the force out at first. But the Sand Sharks will have runners at the corners. A quick conference here before Addie Reynolds comes up as the number 3 hitter. 2 on, nobody out. Phillips 8-3 to start out this season with a 2.97 ERA. As the Pacers break the conference, they are off to a 16-7 start to the season, looking to even the Peach Belt Conference record at 3-3. As this will be Addie Reynolds. Reynolds a 367 hitter so far this season. Second on the team with 21 RBI. Phillips gets her to foul one back to the screen to even the count. The 1-1 on the way. Swung on and missed. Reynolds went up high to try to catch up with that one. Cleanup hitter Taylor Chang waits in the on-deck circle. As this count will even out at 2-2. Chang, the team's leader in RBI with 25, so a dangerous part of the order here as the Sand Sharks look to take an early lead. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. A big strikeout there for Lakin Phillips to go ahead and get an out on the board. That previous play, by Saria Simmons was indeed ruled to be an infield hit rather than an error on the paused throw. This will be Chang now, batting .388, 3 homers to her credit. Still with those runners on the corners, 1 away. Swing and a miss, so Phillips gets out in front of another batter. As Kaylee Eubanks on deck now for the Sand Sharks. Phillips now ahead, 0-2. Chang not able to check the swing there. As Phillips looks to work out of this jam. That one popped up. It'll get out of play. So Chang stays alive, still 0-2. Chang doesn't chase on that one, high and outside. Phillips with the 1-2. Chang again stays off of one up high in the zone. That'll even the count at 2-2. That will fill up the count, 3-2. As Taylor Chang keeps the bat on her shoulder. Now an opportunity for her after falling behind 0-2, a chance to get on base here. The payoff pitch, and she is called out on strikes. Phillips gets the corner. As this brings up Kaylee Eubanks. So from a 2-on, nobody out jam to now looking at getting out of this inning unscathed. And swung on and missed on the first attempt by Eubanks. Eubanks is making her 3rd start of the season. 8 at-bats to her credit so far this year. So it'll be 0-2 now, and Pacers are looking to try and get Jaden Goodwin off the bag at 3rd, but she's able to get back in safely. Still, Phillips a strike away here at 0-2, 2 away. That one weakly hit up the middle, where it is squeezed by Ella Stone, and just like that, the Pacers are out of the jam. 2 hits for the Sand Sharks from their first 2 batters, but Lakin Phillips works around it without allowing a run. So this will be the top of the order for the Pacers, who, again, plated 9 runs in the second game of yesterday's doubleheader. 11 hits in that game. 3 players with 2 apiece. 4. Lydia Johnson, Skylar Morley, Austin Dixon, and Chloe Phillips. That makes up 4 of the first 5 batters here today. So Pacers will look to get things started at the top of the order, put themselves in position to take another early lead. In the circle for USC Beaufort is Sierra Kinlaw, making her 13th start of the season. She has a 5-3 record with a 2.93 ERA. Opponents hitting 267 against her, and the first to take a crack at it will be the center fielder, Lydia Johnson. Johnson batting .325 to start the season. That one will get down right behind the circle with a ton of backspin on it. Nobody able to make a move in time. Johnson quickly aboard with a leadoff single. Skylar Morley in here to bat second. She's batting .259. A perfect 10 for 10 on stolen base attempts this season. Once the Pacers get her on, they like to let her run. The 1-0, also high. So Kinlaw is behind early in the count. That one is popped up, settling under it. At third base was Mariah Stevens. So one away. This brings up the catcher, Austin Dixon, a two-time Peach Belt Conference Freshman of the Week already this season. She's batting .358 with 5 homers and a team-high 26 RBI. Stealing and caught is Lydia Johnson. Good throw there from the catcher, Addie Reynolds. So the early base runner is erased, and Dixon will step back in with nobody on. The 0-1. A bouncer to second. That one is fielded cleanly, and making the throw over to retire the side is Chloe Turner. So a leadoff single for the Pacers, but that is it against Kinlaw and the Sand Sharks. This one remains scoreless as we head to the second. Back here for the top of the second inning, this will be Chloe Turner in to lead things off for USC Beaufort against Lakin Phillips. That one will get scooped up at shortstop, throw over in time. Good play there by Ella Stone. She's had a couple of putaways already in this one. Sand Sharks Got their first 2 runners aboard in the first inning, but Phillips able to get out of the jam. First one in there for a strike to J.C. Coleman. The Sand Sharks right fielder batting in the number 7 slot today. Phillips now quickly ahead, 0-2 in the count. Coleman a .219 hitter. The 0-2. Check swing and fouled back into the net. The 0-2 from Phillips. That one just shot down the line and foul. Another sort of defensive check swing there. And that one ends up over near the Sand Sharks dugout. So they'll reset, and another 0-2 upcoming. Phillips tries that outside corner, just misses. That one again fouled off to the left side. That one bounced over to second base and quickly taken care of by Taylor Butts. 2 away. And it's the number 8 hitter, Mariah Stevens. Stevens has started every game this season for the Sand Sharks, batting .206. Lays off the 1-0. And Stevens is ahead in the count. Make that 3-0 now. That one high and inside. And she's going to make Phillips throw her something over the plate here. Instead, low and inside, and a 4-pitch walk drawn by Mariah Stevens. Sand Sharks now. Runner on first, 2 out. We're to the bottom of the order now. Darren Miller, the number 9 hitter, the center fielder. But a dangerous number 9 hitter with a .308 average in 22 games. She takes strike 1. Phillips up to 33 pitches in this one. Looking to get out of it in the second. That one, though, is going to get down in shallow left field. Takes a funny, just spinny hop away from DeWalt. But being so close to third base, that did not give Coleman a chance to make a move over. So back to the top of the order here. And that one sliced into left. A throw will come from DeWalt. And everybody will move up a station as Goodwin puts the Sand Sharks on the board first with a 2-out double. A good piece of hitting there to take that one the other way. Nearly got that one into the gap. And then the throw from DeWalt not cut off. So now there's 2 in scoring position. Simmons coming back up, and she had the infield single in the first inning. The 0-2, high and inside. 4 hits already through 2 innings for USC Beaufort. Also an error issued on the throw there. Coming out of left field. 2-2 the count, 2 away. USC Aiken trying to send this one to the bottom of the second, down only 1-0. The 2-2. Foul tip is caught in the glove, so that limits the damage to the 1 run scored. So it's an RBI to left from Jaden Goodwin. That gets USC Beaufort on the board first. USC Aiken will look to answer in the bottom half of the second inning. Kate Newberry will lead things off for USC Aiken here in the bottom of the second. A big week that she's had. And we'll see if the Pacers here can make Sierra Kinlaw work a little bit. She needed just 6 pitches to get through the bottom of the first. Newberry watches strike 1. One goes upstairs. Newberry had the walk-off home run in the 8th inning in the win over Wingate earlier in the week. That was a 3 RBI game for her as the Pacers split a doubleheader against the 11th ranked team in the country. Batting .381. This is the 13th start of the season for Newberry. Already 4 home runs for a USC Aiken team that very much enjoys the long ball. 22 homers for the Pacers as a team. Newberry looking at a 2-2 count here. The pitch from Kinlaw, low and outside. A nice effort at the frame job there from Addie Reynolds, but home plate ump not buying it. Full count. Newberry swings and misses at a pitch outside, and that'll be the first out here in the bottom of the second. Chloe Phillips up next to bat. In the number 5 spot, a .283 hitter. She leans back away from one that's high and inside. Phillips had a couple of hits in the nightcap yesterday. And right now, she's looking at an 0-2 count. 2-0, rather. Kinlaw gets one across the plate there, make it 2-1. Mallory Shaver waiting on deck. She continues to swing a hot bat. This one fouled off by Phillips. Shaver, a .433 hitter so far this season. The 2-2, that one pushed over between first and second. And that will easily be handled by Chloe Turner. 2 away. The Sand Sharks may be wanting to talk over some strategy here before pitching to Shaver. Again, .433 so far for the season, 3 homers, 12 RBI. And the Pacers counting on her right now to see if she can produce a little 2-out magic here, with Ella Stone waiting on deck. Wind blowing in and to the right at the moment on a breezy, somewhat chilly day here at J.H. Thatcher Field. The 1-0 from Kinlaw. That one gets up high. It's a good hitter's count for Shaver at 2-0. Takes a big rip at that one. It will get out of play. Two and one the count. Kinlaw's pitched to Shaver carefully so far. That one is crushed to left and gone. So take back what I said about them pitching her carefully. She just deposited that one into the field out left there, the old intramural fields. It's a solo home run for Mallory Shaver, her 4th of the season. And this ball game's tied at 1 apiece. Now, the next point that I was intending to make there, had that pitch missed, was that walking her, it wasn't the worst outcome, and that the Sand Sharks would probably be okay with just putting her aboard that way. Instead, turned on one and ripped it to left. This will be Ella Stone, batting 225 this season, getting her 21st start of the year at shortstop. That one hits her, and that looked like it was right on the left elbow. As Stone will get looked at after taking that inside pitch. With that home run, Mallory Shaver now with 21 for her USC Aiken career. That ties her with Emily Ayers for third in program history. 5 away from Samantha Chubb in second. Taylor Butts steps in, 1 on, 2 out. The senior from South Aiken, as Ella Stone looks good to go over there in first base after taking a pitch off the elbow. Butts watches as that one catches the outside corner. Evens the count at 1-1. That one fouled back into the screen. A tough start to the year offensively for Butts, but no better time than during the conference schedule to right the ship at the plate. Kinlaw with the 1-2. That one sent back into the screen as Butts spoils that one to stay alive in the count. Jenna DeWalt waiting on deck, hoping for a chance to bat with a runner in scoring position. That one, though, swung on and missed. So that does it for the Pacers in the bottom of the second, but not before they're able to tie this thing up at a run apiece on the solo smash by Mallory Shaver. Addie Reynolds, the number 3 hitter for USC Beaufort, will lead things off here in the top of the third. 1-1 ball game between USC Aiken and USC Beaufort. Lakin Phillips in the circle, 3 strikeouts, 4 hits. She was at 41 pitches through 2 innings. Pacer offense, on the other hand, able to make Kinlaw work a little bit. That's a foul ball, scorched down the line. Yeah, Kinlaw, who needed just 6 pitches to get through the bottom of the first, now up to 28 as the Pacers were able to make some things happen offensively, most notably the home run by Shaver. Reynolds fouls that one straight back. Count remains 0-2. And that's strikeout number 4 so far for Phillips as she retires Addie Reynolds. This will bring up Taylor Chang. Chang already with a strikeout here today, looking to get on base. That one popped straight up. Stone calling for that one at short. She squeezes it. And after throwing 41 pitches in 2 innings, this has been so far a very efficient third for Lakin Phillips. She will next face Kaylee Eubanks, who is 0 for 1 for the day. The 1-0, right down the middle, evens the count. Phillips now ahead. One and two, and with an opportunity to quickly hand this thing back off to the Pacer offense. Cannot get Eubanks to chase upstairs. Two and two, 2 away. Phillips. That one fouled straight back over our heads. So Eubanks will get another crack at a 2-2 pitch. The 2-2. That one over to third. It'll be a long throw, but what a play from Chloe Phillips. Phillips with the web gem at third. And a Pacer dugout that already had a little bit of life from the Shaver home run now has even more to be excited about as they get ready to come up to bat here in the bottom of the third. Ashlyn White in to lead off the bottom of the third for the Pacers. White, a 278 hitter in 18 at-bats this season. She cues one down the third base line there, but foul. The 1-1 taken high. White not in the starting lineup today. That was Jenna DeWalt that was penciled in for the number 9 spot, but it's White here at the plate. So she starts her day with a 2-2 count here, bottom of the third. And waves at that one from Kinlaw. And back to the top of the order here for Lydia Johnson. Johnson had the hit in the first inning, but caught stealing as Kinlaw able to get through the bottom of the first on just 6 pitches. Johnson comes up swinging that one, fouled right back over the catcher, quickly behind 0-1. Puts down the bunt, going to make Kinlaw have to make a throw. And she's able to calmly get out of the circle and make that play. Wind now blowing more in and to left field. Of course, it was in and to the right, and Mallory Shaver still bombed one out to left field anyway. Skylar Morley, the number 2 hitter. 0-1 to start the day. So it was a quick top of the third for Lake and Phillips and the Pacers. Sierra Kinlaw looking to respond with a quick one in the bottom of the third as that one is lined out to short. Good play there by Jaden Goodwin as that one came right to her. And just as quickly as the Pacers were able to send it to the bottom of the third, it goes to the top of the fourth, 1-1. Chloe Turner lead things off here in the top of the fourth for USC Beaufort. Sand Sharks and Pacers tied at 1 apiece. Both scoring in the second inning. Beaufort on a single and throwing error. As that one's going to be popped up Caught by Mallory Shaver, who had the solo home run in the bottom of the second. This will be J.C. Coleman, the right fielder. 0 for 1 so far today. When fouled straight back. And Mariah Stevens, who drew a 4-pitch walk in the second, is waiting on deck. Right now, though, 1-1 to Coleman. That one does not catch the outside corner. The 2-1 pitch comes back high and inside. A favorable count here for Coleman at 3-1. She takes, and that fills it up. Another one fouled straight back. We'll try again. 3-2, fouled off down the third base side. So Coleman making Phillips work a little bit here. We'll try again with the 3-2. That one sent to left, and that one will get down over the head of Ashlyn White. So a double there for Coleman to punctuate a lengthy at bat. So that brings up Stevens, who, as was mentioned earlier, drew a 4-pitch walk last time up. Takes a big hack at that first pitch, but nothing doing. The 0-1 catches the inside half. Stevens watched that one the whole way. Lays off the 0-2. As Darren Miller awaits the on-deck circle, and as we mentioned before, a dangerous hitter in the number 9 spot. Swung on and missed. That's strikeout number 5 for Laken Phillips. And now Miller, a .308 hitter in the number 9 spot in the order. 1 for 1 today. Swings and misses at the first offering from Phillips. one fouled off. So Phillips now with a chance to get out of the inning after Coleman's one out double. The 0-2 to Miller. Fouled back off again. As the Sand Sharks are keeping the Pacers' reserves busy by having to go track down all these foul balls. The 0-2 again, swung on and missed. A good job by Lake and Phillips. Back-to-back strikeouts after the one-out double. Give her 6 now for the game. And she gets out of a jam with a runner in scoring position. Back up comes the Pacer offense here in a 1-1 ball game. Bottom 4. This will be Austin Dixon leading things off for the USC Aiken offense here in the bottom of the 4th. Dixon, the number 3 batter. Again, already a multi-time Peach Belt Conference Freshman of the Week. Puts a charge into that one to left. That one's got enough. That's a solo homer. That is already number 6 on the season for Austin Dixon. And with that, the Pacers take a 2-1 lead. Number 6 on the year for Dixon. Number 24 for the Pacers. And it doesn't get any easier with Kate Newberry coming up. She'll foul one off to the right side. Make it 1-1. Newberry, up until that last at bat, was just 1 behind Dixon for the team lead in home runs. Newberry and now Mallory Shaver each with 4 apiece. Newberry near the gap there, but a good play made in center field by Darren Miller. As that ball had eyes on the old Peach Belt Conference logo there in the gap. Instead, just a loud first out of the inning. Chloe Phillips checking in. 0 for 1 so far today. USC Aiken with a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the 4th on a pair of solo home runs. Phillips watches, and it's a 2-0 count. Shaver waiting in the on-deck circle. slice foul. Making the count 2-1. Coming in from Kinlaw, that one sent to second base where it is handled by Chloe Turner, 2 away. And needless to say, Sierra Kinlaw knows that this is a dangerous hitter coming up to the plate, not just from what was a .433 average coming into today, but then also the big blast to left field in the bottom of the second. Two and 0 after that one misses high, and similar to the last plate appearance for Shaver, a 2-0 start to the count as Kinlaw has safely stayed away from the plate. That one up high. It's probably hard to both give and take the take sign right now after the home run earlier, but with a 3-0 count. Quick pause for Kinlaw to relace her cleats. Three and 0 count to Mallory Shaver. That was a take all the way. That one finds the outside half of the plate. This one, though, may be the green light special. Instead, Kinlaw doing a good job of navigating that outer half of the plate. So a full count here, 2 away in the bottom of the fourth. The 3-2 fouled off. Shaver will get another look at a 3-2 here. Now that Kinlaw has gotten the call in from the dugout. Fouled back again. Another payoff pitch upcoming. That one sent a mile into the air. Settled under in center field by Darren Miller, her second put out of the inning. And we've finished 4 here. USC Aiken gets another solo home run. We'll see Peyton Baker getting ready to come into this one after Lakin Phillips got the start, made it through 4 pitches, but the Sand Sharks certainly made her work for it. 69 pitches. The 1 run scored, 5 hits and a walk, but also 6 strikeouts. So we will instead see Peyton Baker check in to try to bring this thing home. Baker, like Phillips, an 8-3 record, but the 1.51 ERA has been a major bright spot for this team, as she threw a complete game three-hitter yesterday with 6 strikeouts on just 99 pitches in game 1 of that doubleheader. But a tough first assignment here, as she will face the leadoff batter, Jaden Goodwin, 2 for 2 to start the day. And went over the top of that one and sent it toward the home dugout. Baker, the lefty, working the outside corner. That one, though, goes a little wide. And another miss there makes it a 2-1 count. Goodwin, 2 for 2 with an RBI today. She'll send that one to center field. Hits that one just about right to Lydia Johnson, who navigated some of that tailing spin and was able to squeeze it. So Rhea Simmons here, 1 for 2 with a strikeout. Showed bunt there, but that one came inside and hit her. So Simmons will take first base and I think walk that one off a little bit into the outfield grass. And she looks good to go, and this will bring up Addie Reynolds with 1 out. Pacers a 2-1 lead here in the top of the 5th. As Reynolds showed bunt there, but misses low, 1-0. That one sent up high to right field. Skylar Morley settles underneath. 2 away. And Taylor Chang, 0 for 2 today with a strikeout. As Baker will look to strand Simmons at first. Chang fouls off that first offering. Baker, 9 complete games in 12 starts this season. That one will roll foul. Negating an otherwise strong throw from third from Phillips. The 0-2 to Chang. Misses high. That one gets away. Simmons to second. Fortunately, not far for that ball to go from home plate to the backstop, as the Pacers will be able to hold Simmons at second. But now an opportunity for Chang with a runner in scoring position. Chang to third. Does Phillips have another? Yes, she does. Another nice snag in the field and a strong throw from third to first for Chloe Phillips. That brings the top of the fifth to an end for new pitcher Peyton Baker and the Pacers. A quick note as we're between innings, if you were not burning the midnight oil last night and did not check in on the NCAA men's basketball tournament selection show, USC Aiken will be the number 2 seed in the Southeast region, which means the Pacers will be traveling to North Georgia. First round of the NCAA tournament will be played Saturday. The Pacers, as the 2 seed, will face the number 7 seed Emmanuel. Those teams squared off much earlier this season during the non-conference, with USC Aiken going on the road to beat Emmanuel 67-65 on November 29th. North Georgia, Peach Belt Conference Tournament champion. USC Aiken, the regular season champion. And Lander, all going dancing. Ella Stone will lead things off here in the bottom of the fifth. Took a pitch off the elbow her last time up. Kinlaw ahead with strike one. Stone kind of flashes bunt there on one that was high and outside. Shows bunt again and pulls back. As Kinlaw, for the most part, has not even gotten close to the inside part of the plate, which, after taking one off the elbow, I'm sure Stone appreciates this time up. Another outside. As Reynolds tried to frame that one, but to no avail. 3-1 is the count to Stone. That one misses in a much more enjoyable way to take first base here for Stone, who draws the walk. Taylor Butts from the number 8 spot in the lineup, with Ella Stone on first and nobody out. She shows bunt, but it's popped up. Reynolds didn't see it back behind her. So Butts will get another crack at it, as she was not able to get that bunt down, but no harm done. Showed bunt again, that one a good ways upstairs. That one, a much nicer attempt there as Butts is able to get that one down right in between the circle and third. So she does a job there and gets Stone into scoring position for Ashlyn White. So Butts was showing bunt the entire way there, and Kinlaw kept working her up in the zone. Nearly produced an out right away on the pop-up foul. But Butts adjusted to give the Pacers a runner in scoring position. Looking to add to a 2-1 lead here with one away in the bottom of the fifth. Pacers would love to even their Peach Belt Conference record at 3-3 by picking up the sweep here. Two and 0 now as that one misses outside. The Peach Belt grind continues this weekend as the Pacers will hit the road to face Georgia College for a 3-game set. 2-1 the count. As White will look to advance Stone here. That one will get out of play back over behind the visiting dugout. After White, it'll be back to the top of the order, but a chance for her here to move Stone over or even bring her in. We'll have get that one checked down the third baseline, but third base ump said no, she did not go. Full count now. And a walk drawn there by Ashlyn White. And Lydia Johnson comes to the plate now with 2 runners aboard. She's 1 for 2 today, had the leadoff single in the bottom of the first inning. That one right above our heads here, behind home plate. And another base knock here for Johnson would really have the Pacers in business in the bottom of the fifth. Waves at that one. Now she's got to tighten up and battle back from down 0-2 in the count. Does not offer it that one from Kinlaw as it misses high. Swing and a miss there, though, the 1-2, and now 2 away. Now stepping in for her first plate appearance of the day is Cameron Green. And I'll give a moment for a brief chat in the circle for the Sand Sharks. Cameron Green, a .278 hitter. This will be her 16th appearance of the season. 5 hits and 18 at bats. 3 of those doubles, though. with a home run. So an extra base hit could plate a couple here in the bottom of the fifth. Green, who's in there for Skylar Morley, and if she can keep this inning going, that would bring up Austin Dixon, who homered her last time up. Green right to third base. The throw is in time, as that one was hit hard to Mariah Stevens, who knocked it down and was then able to make the throw over. So a potentially dangerous situation there for the Sand Sharks, but they're able to get out of the jam. And that'll send us to the top of the sixth inning. USC Aiken leading 2-1. Kaylee Eubanks set to lead things off here. Top of the sixth. 0 for 2 to start the day. Sand Sharks looking for her to potentially start a rally here, as they look to come back from 2-1 down to get a win on their way out of town. Quickly, though, 0-2 in the count after she took strike one and just fouled off strike two. Baker with the 0-2 tests the outside. Nothing there. She'll try again with the 1-2. That one fouled straight back. So another opportunity here for Eubanks. Eubanks chases that one, though. The throw from Dixon high, but Shaver gets down to record the out. One away here in the top of the sixth, and that brings up Chloe Turner. Also 0 for 2. Good first pitch there from Baker. That one changed speed a little bit, but Turner stays off of it. Again, back to the outside. Baker wasting little time here. Turner fouls that off. That one ripped into left field. Chloe Turner, her first hit of the day from the number 6 spot in the order. And the Sand Sharks have one aboard, with J.C. Coleman coming to the plate in a 2-1 game here in the top of the 6th. Coleman gets that one into right field, and a brief adventure there. So now 2 on, 1 out, Mariah Stevens, who has walked and struck out today. Baker gets her way out in front of that one. That one fouled off, 0-2 now. Stevens, the number 8 batter. The 0-2 from Baker up high. So we'll have time called for a quick tying of the laces. Darren Miller waiting on deck. A 300-plus hitter in the number 9 spot, but a strikeout there for Baker to get to 2 outs. And a big at-bat here. Again, Miller, a 308 hitter coming into today and batting 9th. Fouls off the first, but a chance for her to either move the runners up or bring one in and then get it right back to the top of the order. Baker wants to keep everyone right where they are, and she's a strike away from sending them back to the dugout. The 0-2. Up high. Miller digs back in. That one swung on and missed. A big-time pitch from Peyton Baker. As that one retires the side in the top of the 6th. Pacers still on top 2-1. And now with a chance to score some insurance here in the bottom half. A big strikeout there, though, because Jaden Goodwin was waiting on deck, the Sand Sharks' leadoff hitter. And the Pacers certainly didn't want to either face her with the bases loaded or with a couple runners in scoring position in a tie game. It'll be Austin Dixon that leads things off here in the bottom of the 6th. She had the solo home run in the bottom of the 4th that made it 2-1. The 6th home run of her freshman season. This is a team with tons of freshman star power. And Dixon has been at the forefront of that conversation this season. But she's got plenty of competition. Waves at the 1-0. Yeah, Phillips, Newberry, and Lydia Johnson, all freshmen in this starting lineup along with Dixon. And all playing at a high level here in the early stages of Peach Belt Conference play. One and two the count. Dixon watches that one. Evens the count at 2-2. That one's going to be a long run in right, and it'll get down. This will be at least two. Dixon motors into third for the triple, the first of her college career. And a spot here now for Kate Newberry after a chat by the Sand Sharks. A chance for her to make this a two-run game. What a difference in momentum from the Sand Sharks potentially being able to tie it or at least load the bases in the top half of the inning. Instead, Baker gets the strikeout to end it. And then Dixon with the leadoff triple. And with capable hitters behind her, ready to bring her in. That was a tough play to make in right for Coleman. On a ball that was slicing away from her. And again, we've had that wind coming in and to the right for most of this game. So between that and then just the spin on the ball, it didn't make things any easier for her. A timely hit for Dixon, her second of the game. She got a homer and a triple. The 1-0 to Newberry. Popped up. It'll be a run for it. And Kaylee Eubanks with a big first out of the inning. As the Sand Sharks able to retire Newberry without Dixon coming in. It'll be Chloe Phillips now. 0 for 2 today. Fourth on the team coming into the day with 11 RBI for the season. That one will get fouled over near the Pacer dugout. So the opportunity now for Phillips to make this a two-run game. The 0-1. Big catch made, but Dixon will come home. And that'll make it 3-1. Instead, no. Dixon has been ruled out. So she may have left early there. So instead of a 3-1 lead here, going to the 7th, it's 2-1, and just like that, what started out as a promising bottom of the 6th ends with a foul out and a double play. And Phillips had put that ball into a difficult spot there because Turner was having to retreat from second base because it was too far in for Coleman to come get it from right field, which put it in a perfect spot for Dixon to tag up and score. Instead, though, the umpire over there at third called her out on the play. And so take what I said going into at the start of the bottom of the 6th about a change in momentum and a chance now for Jaden Goodwin, who the Pacers Baker did a great job of making sure she didn't have to face Goodwin in the top of the 6th in a potential bases loaded situation, as she is 2 for 3 with a double and an RBI. So she will lead it off here. As the Sand Sharks will look to rally behind the top of the order. Baker nibbled at the corner there, didn't get it. So a potential big insurance run taken off the board in the bottom of the 6th. However, Baker jammed Goodwin there, and she fired her bat into the dirt out of frustration there. She missed that one, got underneath it, and one bullet dodged here. As there's now one away in the top of the 7th. Saria Simmons, the left fielder. That one gloved by Baker, right back at her. And a good bit of glove work there. Good reaction time. As if that gets by Baker, that's at least a single. Instead, 2 away, and a chance here to end the ball game. Comes down to Addie Reynolds. One and one the count. Baker. 3 strikeouts here in a relief appearance. That one to third. Phillips one more time across, and that'll do it. Pacers take this one 2-1 to finish off the sweep. And that'll move the Pacers to 17-7 overall, 3-3 in conference play. The 2 runs come across on solo home runs by Mallory Shaver and Austin Dixon. Lake and Phillips got the start in the circle, gave up 5 hits, struck out 6 in 4 innings. Peyton Baker on in relief, 3 innings, 2 hits, 3 strikeouts. Just 4 hits for the Pacers today, but 2 really, really big ones. as they will head into the outfield grass as 2-1 winners, finishing off the sweep. And up next for the Pacers is a road trip this weekend to face Georgia College. Doubleheader scheduled for Saturday with the finale on Sunday. Pacers will next be at home March 29th. So lengthy road trip coming up. On the 29th, the weekend of the 29th, the Pacers will host Lander. So that'll be the next time we see you here at J.H. Thatcher Field. Until then, this is Kyle Dawson, and we will see you next time.